It misses her. Is that what happens in politics?
I don't know.
So who puts those issues out?
Who puts which issues out?
Issues. In fact, I'm referring to the agenda. Decided the circular, and decided
this statement is referring to the General Secretary.
Yeah, and so
the circular was signed by its General Secretary.
Did that without discussing with the chairman. If he discussed that with the chairman, what mental state was chairman when chairman admitted to chair the meeting? Because I want to know, because the family Nasmo Mokano, have they found out from chairman? Say they've been in touch with him. Have they discussed? Did he agree? If he is in that mental state, could it also be that the party general secretary unknowingly conceded to chairman's admission to chair the meeting and sign all this circular neighbor? Because the man is not in the right frame of mind.
You have earlier said, say, politics na.
Yes.
Now, for the party to come out to say bia when the party chairman in Timimano, a big critique political problem the amawomo. You know, you would understand why almost circular beba bontia circular no officially say chairman of the party the chair.
Recognition, yes.
So what I say, you have underscored that point already.
Yeah.
Now the issue is that family ni say mobile procedure kwaye meeting no na munim papa ne situation. I am seeing a communication gap. Musa me can say akane papa mu a before this next meeting the national executives should have been to the chairman's house.
Are we aware they have not?
This statement would not have come out.
And I'm saying that.
And the people who have signed this statement,
they say they are aware.
The people who have signed this statement are not far away from him. Brothers, sisters, and you know. Yeah. So if that meeting had taken place, I'm sure Sanka, the family wouldn't have issued the statement. Because after that meeting, they would not have issued a circular to say he was sharing.
But I'm asking this. How did the family get to know that the party is aware chairman is not well?
How did they get to know? I don't know. I'm sure there are people who have been visiting him. Can also call almost meeting.
Exactly. Not from what I gather.
Yes.
They are showing
not official. So they are showing after meeting. There are signs of some. This meeting should have been before this meeting.
That's a good point. That's a good one. But me, I'm also thinking
because may be coming on the back of this statement.
You highlighted a phrase, not just a word. An idea of the mental state of the man. I'm also thinking and asking, did somebody talk to him when in that mental state, chairman admitted to chair the meeting? Of course, my difficulty is that the party cannot plan a party's meeting without a chairman. They cannot think of an agenda when the chairman is not aware.
But if he is in the state and a family castle, the party can go ahead and plan a meeting without him.
So why do you call him to come and chair?
So the party people should be answering that question. They should be answering that question. The general secretary should be answering that question.
I mean, I can't get it. How can?
Say, our conditioner family near Kana. Clearly, nobody will go and sit with him to even discuss agenda of the meeting.
Exactly.
So we need an explanation as to why a circular was out there saying he was going to chair. When the family is saying,
Matthias, what be asking this? If he is in a mental state, so therefore, he will not need to be part of the issues to be discussed at the meeting. Why would you put that person in the chair to chair?
And until the family has said, we are concerned, deeply saddened, and object to the fact that Steve is scheduled to chair the event, although it is known to the party.
Okay, hold on. Why is the family concerned? Is it that the circular out there, is it that the circular is forcing Honorable Stephen Tim to go and chair the meeting at all costs? Did they put this circular out for the party to stay away from him so that the man can get himself healed?
I don't know what upper paragraphs in the that say he's staying away from politics and everything.
Hold on. Yeah.
They've stated that in their statement.
I get it.
So if you ask the question, the answer is there.
So, no, Theo, the entire American way and say, is it in the thinking that if they had not come out, the party chairman would have gone to chair the meeting and that would have had health implications on him? Is that the thinking?
No, they are talking about the fairness of it, that wouldn't nipa the situation. So why do you put it out there, say, Obabe chair meeting? There is obviously a vice chairman who can handle that. It is all person what the statement better about see a Obabe convey meeting, not chairman here indisposed there. You can easily put the vice chairman's name there so on chair, because who himself chairman yare. But the official statement, according to the family, is that no be chair when they know say only he's not in any capacity to do that, play that role. There is somebody there officially obitima stepping in and do that role. So why maintain the chairman's name when unim say enya di obitima aye adwuma no?
Is he?
It is a watching bi no na say one meeting no na ekoda bontini media for chro Stephen Tim Sean's neck meeting near the idea na e ba be ye papa yare.
Is that what the family is avoiding?
I can't tell. I am just
we are no uni. Oh yeah, now so I want to ask the objective of this letter. Two, is it for chairman to stay at home and rest and make sure say you in good position, because the omu can say temporal. So a time will come, he will resume his seat. Now, we na omu kano. Asema obi esusesie ena mi bisa se ekoba ne saa de a na ne krata ya omode beto abontin na omo pese ewiase ena eti se chairman homfa no ana chairman wa hoden se nke bi enne ke be hunu walisa, because erezi nyema mienu party na
unse already edankofo ano se omo a womu nim so yare ne do ma no say wa shone anase he's staying away from MPP. Omo thank you to na otwe ne ho free mu no. Nkofo read political meanings into it.
Okay.
So, but basically the party has not told even the party members the whereabouts of Omo chairman and why he's been staying away from some of these important
when
activities.
They in fact know that the chairman is indisposed. Then clearly the purpose of Sakrate and say Ombese chairman didn't sign along political lines. The decline. Etosuminu. Na pomu den enye dia. Na mebana oda ho na untimi. Obi antimi nkan chairman say chinchina chembese nkoche party. Inti no there. You don't even need to put out a statement. The etosubio and say and one because ya say enye se omo pese chairman din ho be sign na abodina keka bi akoba se chairman party ni ye meeting said dem ko ye matumani menhu no chairman ama meanings a man for be ready into asem foforo say what ya say na wo hwe the akwaso ya na sa ba besisu se ene chairman no co treatment bi mu wo party ni mu a yenimu ana na was ye tie ni hwe. The concerns of the family Bibi Shechri is pregnant.
There is more.
Yes.
There is more to this.
It's not more. It's not only that a man for bedroom say chairman Shawnee party. There's more. And what is the family trying to do? And I'm sure that the family is trying to clear the good name of chairman. The party and family no epese omuyena ankonya dimbi edimbi ewo a party no mu because say ebia amanfo bi hu no party function is it asem foforo chairman we nya chairman na MBB fo nya na baka say chairman bi an ho nyo and an ho nsensem if he's having his own issues in the party ebia
this is my little reading into this matter. There is an upcoming internal elections our party name. Nkofo ebepre national regional constituency and flag bearer. The way in common shase efa chairman in team ne non-activeness war all of this munu. Se busuano amantemo amamo manfo hunu situation na omu a. Yebetwe na boso nkofo be ye omo niema ye omo political omo ready omo political meanings di nkura ye campaign ni ade awo mreko a wote ne ba bi da ne ba bi a opre age na pomuden. And they are considering the impact of some public discourse in internal party in common and idin bebe mu no eho insunsuanso on him emra wo pe ayaresa se party ni nye ready so be manfo hu se wo mo chairman no oyare enti no omo excuse no from sane me na nka meda ho fine na obi anyi ni mfiri omo internal race ne obi campaign ode ne be ya ene na ebusu be fa kwa bisu na manfo hu se papa na yare so that the china bi no obi nkoye campaign no nkogina ba bi mfa ne din nkoye campaign obi nkogina ba bi nkoka se na oyo thank you talk kra no the whole national chairman kra twe no ho be si ne kra yehunu o party ne mu bi enti that's my share statement in tone and that's what I'm feeling say enti na me ka say the party as a party a responsibility to come clean and clear about party chairman ne status because it is not as if say party penifo ni nim say the whereabout no and nkofofo say because of internal race na beba no nkofofo say as what I obi achi nti no was so yi no ho ne ade party no a responsibility to tell the party people say our chairman will not be seen actively for some time because of ill health. It kills all rumors and obia propaganda or pesa waye. And in the absence of that, the Abema family no cry at the end of crying. So you see, because we are you know, say one man mechiremu na obi kwatise nek cry meeting one ma. Meanwhile, party no some country, people, party no some country, party for say papa na yare.
Bibi hold on.
And me young babon tin me country man for.
Bibi hold on. My main fans them we say said they was here can buy bedroom. Now, party no.
My main can say there are a number of people are here free more behind the scenes on this matter. Family members, not to be specific. Okay. Your free family head or say no home for no untimin kasa. We are trying other persons, the brothers, Ninia Mani being so and who you know. As soon as we get a family member, we would want to understand why the statement and the tone. And there are some details as to the yadi no.
Say bibi o ha yentimi.
And say
bibi o ha ne yare and yentimi mfan tuja. We are not mandated by. Yeah, they said yeah, ehun dear. But bibi the American say we a family no na this statement aba. And all political parties say omune obi die minimum no say omune obi a oye party executive deans awoso ewo ne ye friend say Nejuma was oye o party no mu a the parties do not deal with the families. The parties deal directly with the individuals. Most of the time, no, I'm yet to see Obi Awono ni dealings with his own party and our own party. A go through family. No? So if enkomodie no akoswo no say yera 17 omuhu se wonte apo no mo betro ne say na ama na na mo beka ne say na akire na abusuafo atiase a it's something else. It's a bit was a question you raised. It's clear say all political parties, they deal with the individuals, they don't deal with the families. Family have only come in because they are expressing concern.
Yeah.
And there's no way the party will have correspondence with the family because omo promodation. Ebi ni ho. So what you say? Enti imagine say party no the circular not to abonting. And in the circular indicating say the man is indisposed. Knowing what happened in the previous year or train home every mono. Would that come from the manner almost say you or you're mentally unstable? No Bema party na ka say oh and now many didn't come no baka say oh mum fan to abonte ne mum am kanja man for say me home family. And I say party no will use their discretion to say
there must always be a collaboration between party and family. When you miss it, you create some of these concerns for yourself. The party should be able to sit with family. Or your share, or your party so this year. You do pempem so be a you said you heard your man. It's young corner saying. So what I say.
So what you suggesting me about
your crisis communication.
The whole can say anka you're Steven Tim in Tiapo. Omo pese obeche meeting no. Ka party no ene abusuan ntenase. Asana circular na ba abontiana.
You are not getting me.
Okay, so let me get you.
Me say, the afraid be crisis communication. And it do sa stage now. I was say identify key stakeholders are almost affected by a and fashion a way around it in terms of communication. Say, if there had been an earlier engagement between the party and the family, Uzami can say, Akame ne papa mua me pese a week before a meeting, no, the party would have been to his home. Especially when you know say what the need two programs so say oh yeah chairman of the meeting.
Okay, you that was.
Enti me susu yemu no. Family ne dum pempe so mu say omodation won't mean nye active politics. Per the circular out there, the party believes that the party chairman is in the capacity to do it.
And that is why
I am suggesting, say,
good.
The party and the family to sit
and
talk and come out with the common front.
On the one part, we have not heard the party's response and their dealings with chairman in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
So far as Saleta we are concerned. We are only reading around the statement and the statement. And we are only taking the position of the family. Any idea expresses our views. What I say. She said we are not even aware whether yesterday na party penyibi ewa chairman chair. We are not even aware whether last week no be one in chain. Etina na mbisa say how come party to say MPP ombe to me akwa set an agenda no more the chairman to say oba be chair when in fact they know very well chairman yare no has he officially written to the party say oye incapacitated party ni mo munim ni say nkofo ko hokosra no has chairman communicated and now he's not in the right frame of mind to communicate to the party and say
their statement is not in the right frame of mind. He's not in the right frame of mind.
To even tell the party say he's not well.
I mean, when you describe his condition as this, I don't want to repeat.
And you almost ran a check.
Well, because family statement.
It's sad, yeah. You see, a major concern. Yeah. Say a fan, sir. For anybody to assume that chairman is in good health, to come and chair. And you almost ran a chairman na check. And I would say nature and so there.
Current cognitive dissonance.
Yes. So that means we are
and mental incapacity.
What is cognitive?
That's too.
What is cognitive? It means that chairman crowning in the house is here. Yes, yeah.
EpaHoaDaben nti sinupi na nokre eye baako pɛ.
.9 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedie. You want to join us live on Facebook? Na also do adwen chiraba na ya can kind the amount. Yebekwa homa no so pretty shortly na yakodi nkomo no na Jimaima. Wo ya me den me twen wo patcho ma honya ha na yeni san komo yi. Alternatively so odo WhatsApp messages ne beba na ya can kind de amawo. Ma men kan ho say we would also be talking to an economist on regarding other related issues so, and we are looking at Fitch upgrading Ghana's status to B-, what it means and how we can sustain this. At the end, lead to upgrade. We're going to learn more and talk about this matter. Wait me do adwen chiraba na makenkan ni nyinada ede amawo enche na menko Facebook na menfa o messages no emra na menkenkan bie emfa ma. You want to join us na menkanfo so ma wo se ene no ope eye tank papa ede astore nsu a eye polytank na menkanfo ede ama papa no ankasa eno ena ewo krum a obia age ede atumo polytank ne bo no etisa wo baabi a sene obeto no nkan no sa na beto no kuma ase sene obeto no takrade no sa so na obeto no ewo eye tamale na polytank for se nkan kiro se obi bia ni hon mo polytank a oni omudi dwa beka kiro se tua mumu ana se ye online payment bia omoso mo nyoma adwuma sa ntia no ma wani ada hono mo. Na mamen call Facebook na me for messages ni bimbra. Alexander Kobe Bryant say good afternoon BB. You are all getting it wrong with the family of the chairman with the intention Marx wants to create. The family wrote to the party yesterday about the health condition of the chairman. Why then do you include him or asking him for him to chair the meeting if not the party wanted to make him look bad and irresponsible? Alexander Kobe Bryant and all the way aba or say and answer me say enra opening Stephen Tim abusuan tworo koma eye party penny for say no hododo no untimi nya adwuma nti unim sa na de na ode circular beto abontene say ya de a ono no be chair meeting o yes na so pese oma oluku bad and because say unim na adwuma eno ene ne message a ode aba ye be kwa homa no so na yakwa kodi enkomo bi ewo ahoma no so. Na mentua messages no so. Paul Amenosoji say good afternoon. Ayuko Paul, good afternoon to you. You continue to say the NDC is the future of the future for Ghanaians. NPP never again. Samuel Tanko and so the Nediaba. Also good afternoon, Okonfu Bibi. The NPP is gone and they will stay in opposition for so many years. Daniel Eduse Bibi, I think the NPP is lacking leadership. Where are the matured men in the party, the likes of Dr. Amakoba, Kwame Piernim, Nyaho Tamaklo, PC Appeal for Alan, and the rest, because in as much as I support the NDC, I don't wish bad for the NPP. We need a strong opposition to check the government. But with what I am seeing in the NPP, the youthful exuberance is too much. I know any Daniel Edu messenger or the Ebaye. Me pese me ne a special aid to a NPP national chairman opening Stephen Tim Edin Komo Ronnie Kwesi Nicole adjoine me ewo ahoma no so. Ronnie otime kan Happy FM sune me mo hada wase.
Well, me je musumicha wo ni weti phone ya. Me dia boko de.
Obo ade adom ye ho ye pa na won so e.
Me ho ye.
Na chairman boko de ne ho ye.
Patro boko no ho ye.
Se no ka se boko ne ho ye me hwe ne family statement o de betu dwa asenya boko sa.
Oh, in fact, later there you can aware. Later there information it's Oma truck, Oma party. Chairman there, yes, preparation. Yeah, or acquire treatment. But for now they are okay.
Okay. Party any chairman kita hu die fi so yare yet saying.
Patro means you.
Party no any chairman kita hu die fi so yare ye no et saying.
Oh, so the idea the say that party there or constitutional follow in case of anything. But for now the chairman Nakasa officially no. in the meantime, no be the statement, but no assign for me party. Maybe this is its agenda, any program person here moving forward. But for now, the health need a first priority.
The health need a first priority.
That's right.
Da bɛn abusua no twerɛ ɛbrɛ party sɛ wɔn de hyɛ no baabi a n'ahoɔden adu no ontimi nyɛ active ɛwɔ party no mu.
And we say Ndre and I say Ndre Tina party in the second letter. It means me radio system say na ebusia for natural.
Okay. Bibusa sa because of abusua no statement na letter na wɔn twerɛ no ɛne issues ni bi a wɔn erezi ɛwɔ mu because I think say the last 3 paragraphs of almost statement wɔn twerɛ the family learned of a circular from the party headquarters signed by its general secretary about a convened party meeting to be held at Alisa Hotel on June 17, 2025. We are concerned, deeply saddened, and object to the fact that Steve is scheduled to chair the event, although it is known to the party rank and file that he is indisposed and incapacitated to be in attendance, let alone chair the function. So, per this, say party nim say oyare pa want me and function as chairman, and so omudi nidia to program so to circular mu say wono na obe chair a meeting no and then mama busa sa question
and I can't say in the beginning it's a party and one mamre eja obi enim de betimi si and ochina into say meeting cost na chairman so or heading meeting na the chairman meeting with Timiamba. According to your party constitution, the first vice will be taken over. No chair meeting. In the area, and area no, and I know from we meeting. Chairman went to Niamba, and vice Nakasa take you over. The meeting is supposed to come.
Yes, but what the family is indicating is I didn't think there was a party they didn't do program, so I want to call in the situation.
And I make sure at the time we issue statements, the chairman issue statements. So I make us a chairman Akasabe issue statements who are clarifying a lot of the issues now are about in the right time. The chairman Akasabe official statement.
Chairman, or the capacity so or no an official statement ana.
Patcho means you.
Or the capacity, mental capacity so or no issue a statement ana.
Oh, we did this so bit me say on timia and I'm a so high bit for no but so bit me so bit me yeah train near my time na bibia be die boko
party e kwan be na party fa so hu say chairman yare o trobre wo mu ana
and I make an chairman akasa entron come party ni so yare
enti officially ye betimi akasa party na nya aware say chairman yare.
Yes, in fact, officially until a bushel furniture letter na party niya out.
So, if the family creates the impression, say party nim so I are no more than 2 programs, so then they are being disingenuous, Anna.
I make us say right now because politics and a family issue, no. At the right time, I believe chairman Akasa and I say the right channels we will hear from them. The person may comment on anything, especially.
Yeah, and she share to say help us understand. Say it be a neck meeting because to say what normally would go on before the meeting. Say a chairman, party chairman, tenase set the agenda ni bibia and sana neck meeting abaso. And did that happen before a nana?
Oh yeah, Mujidi said that the end of the we say we in the corner, Omushia, Nasset chairman in Timemba. Constitution issues first vice will be taken over. It is said the first vice in Sydney, and it was second vice.
Before an agenda is decided, I'm sure say concrete because one sana abaswana meboa.
Yes, Tinameka said me sure say chairman in the general secretary and the other executives maybe Omo Komo and Omushishe BBR.
So he must have played a role in the agenda for next meeting, no?
Yeah, sure, pa.
Even in his state.
But your state ben now patch.
Na ya the state send a part na the bush unfortunately say or lack cognitive dissonance and mental incapacitation. Sana family nature in the state.
I feel say some of these statements, no, better say it will come from chairman, and I said they will come from the people who are also feel say this is the direction we should go. So I don't want to comment or say anything based on the statement out there, because a bit of a challenge when it comes to mixing politics and family. So I prefer not to make comments on that.
You feel say politics be urem one?
But what's it?
Oh, suspect say politics be urem.
Oh, that one there, we cannot deny the facts that the facts or your national chairman there. ABI is possible for politics be the one.
Now, are you surprised that the description the family gives as to the status? No?
What you mean too?
Oh, yeah, surprised that the description of family no them as to the health status.
Oh, I wouldn't say I am surprised or I'm not surprised. I think at the right time, all the information will be leaked so that the public will be aware of their cost.
Ronnie, well, last time I was chairman in the bank.
What was you saying?
Well, last time I was chairman in the bank.
Oh, like maybe 4 days ago or so. And then come in Kasa.
Or Kasa fine.
Pacho, you know here. Or Kasa fine.
Who say when you running ye?
Oh, Pacho, any day.
On Nante.
Oh, and you'll bet me on Nancy. Nancy, do it on Nancy.
Na when you come with the mono, the mental faculties to saying.
Pacho, be fine.
Or kaya dear said ye.
The Pacho, me person obey yes. And the person obey focus too much on statements now about, because it looks as if the most professional Busamen is centered around statements now. A Bushian issue. And I make us say at the right time, an official statement will come out. I don't think a good a bit discussing will be personal health issues or upon things.
We're learning say party in penny for organize your move to go and visit chairman. Where aware?
Patcho de be any them in your way.
And on your way. Okay.
In your way.
All right.
It's a almost take a decision at the meeting. I'm yet to be briefed.
Okay. But chairman Organa.
Patcho.
Organa. All right. Ronnie Meadow say we any clarification there, my.
Yo, Yami Shamo, Medama.
Yes, we are that Sibebre. Ronnie Nicole. In fact, Ronnie Kwesi Nicole, a special aid to a MPP National Chairman Stephen Ayesu in team.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
We'll take a break. Yakoba will delve into the economy and Fitch's current upgrade of Ghana. Yeba.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054 383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
Rise and shine, it's another day to stay on point. Toast is Friday, it's still on point. Watch is Friday, it's all day long. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Watch is bread, it's still on point. For your bread, it's still on point. For your toast, it's still on point. It's yummy delicious, it's still on point. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. Still on point, yes, it's still on point. It's still on point. For your toast.
Premium spread, delicious, creamy, and always on point. This advert is FDA approved.
Tovila Water Solutions. Tovila Water Treatment you define it. Tovila Water Solutions. Technical support for your water systems. Tovila Water Solutions. Water research deo, training deo. Tovila Water Solutions. Water dispensers, drinking water supply. Tovila Water Solutions. We provide safe water for your homes, companies, industries, communities, government and non-governmental organizations.
When it comes to customer satisfaction and professionalism in water solutions, Tovila Water Solutions is the #1 in Ghana. You can contact us on 055 24 90 864. We are located at Titegu, Accra, Ghana.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
Hey, na Dua Herbal Clinic. Sa wasa yare easily sa.
Dua Herbal Clinic. Na aven watu wa monka. Hunema ni yare, sunsumu yare. Yare kwankro. Ya wasa no ho no. Yesi bini.
Mekuma yare na ye kwankro. Ana bi mu kra de ahye beyi. Oduru ho a doctor ne de ahaban gu ni komu a munum hwara hwem ya wenya na yare sa.
Chese instant healing.
Mesewo.
Ayare sa obabi o.
Dua Herbal Clinic.
Wo yare no. Doctor Ohinebo Fori e de fasoro na ansa wo de befa fom. Chese ekwan biaso yare ntimi nwane emfiri nanim.
Dua Herbal Clinic.
E bayal samuan wa ben seja wa ben wo hye. Kuma se wa brepo Broni Krum, Freho 0248 427 998, and Akaswa Breku 0246 35 47 47.
Akrobato, me kamfo, Dua Esudua Heba Center. Well, here be abra, a koye.
Oh, Charlie, me wanna mean na ya me ya. Oh, person ma person. Sese me be enko ye. Oh,
and yes, so Yom Herbal Lotion she. Deals Generations Enterprise in Ediaba.
And tiene wo mu a. E ma ne bu adwuma pa.
What the habai mu wadin dra. E kuni pedium yaw kra na ye dri. Se entu hunam yaw. Ene wa poso yare biase. What the ande se obehie kakra gu nsem. Na wodi atwitwi wo hunam ani. Ene wa poso baby a eya we ya. Na mono mo wa. Wo ba jo. Ama yaw na ko. Na wo aju se fom. Did I they want to want some cry?
Wow, we just send me this some.
Enye ni just sem keke. Esesa brabo nso ma wasiti no ko yie. Abra wo bon de wu atra foforo.
Na menya bia to wo hen.
Se wo pedudu etu. Ana wo pese wo tu biton. Ana wo pe contract sale dia. Ene frɛ 024 473 0295 ana 030 295 4146. Afei so wo benya bia to e wo pharmacies ne herbal shops mu. Yom Herbal Lotion. Life is possible. Edro yi nyam ma penfo. FDA age dwade krato atu. EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Welcome back. EpaHoaDaben Jumedie and our Sugusu Awutie. We are live on radio, we are live on Facebook. Baby Awubiano joining in. Na India and then Komono and Bomo and then issues are here. Say Munya aware GTech at the statement to be about Bontene. GTech as small more can say nipa miensa bi organa ha emu mienu ye mrahye ena baako eye public servant, civil servant more or less. Na said ye tie no omo abra wo mo se doctor title na omo de ato wo mo ho so no wo mo nyi emfiri wo mo ho so na wo mo anye ho adwuma ena wo mo enyaye mpanimfo a sa statement yi affect wo mo eye the Honorable Member of Parliament, the Honorable Phyllis Nakoyo Okuno, and Honorable Dominic de Graft Paytu. Apart from Sam Rashibidwa Fomuni, Kwame Adom Frimpong, our internal audit agency, and so has been fingered by GTech. GTech, as someone said, Womo and Sam Fatase Omube Yusu. The title doctor. Isane say enya bodini a ye yusu. Womo doctorate no. Enye abodini a ye yusu. Enti pursuant to womo ankasa GTech earlier statement womo de ba bontene. Womo beka say efineko wo a owo doctorate eye honorary just say one ko school one kwanko sua ho ade one koye research bia onye publication bia na momo no bia biribi fufuro bia wo ye ntina university bi ede honorary doctorate ama ono sa nipa no untimi enyusu na mo be fi ase anemi na mo ahyemu na since then ade a ya hwe animu se omo ebedi wo mo bo hye so se be ya omo ebe nemi na mo ahyemi. They have started from parliament and omabo emrahye bedwafo mienu din ena nipa ba ko no so audit service say they can't use omo doctorate na omukura no. It's one of the issues we ye di ho enkomo. Fitch upgraded Ghana in status to B-. Ebi ka say let us not be quick to jubilate over this, because it is early days yet. But the governor of the Bank of Ghana is very confident to say, and Niama wadi egu akwamu niya waye ene niye wo ba bayi nyina no. Ebema yakoso enya such positive ratings. But we ask, say, what must we do to sustain ASR status? You want to join us? Na what the uncommon so aba abeka ho. Na mame from ko dua sudia herbal clinic. Dua sudia herbal clinic. Na openia woda eye dua sudia herbal clinic no eye Oheneba Ofori. Na dua sudia herbal clinic ye de aba West Africa ha se beboa ebibre mu manfo wono mu a enkanka yade a ye ko ayenko ha wo mo se enkanka se yade ne ye huhumu yade ene obadua sudua omo etenete kra omo so mo de haban ko an omo de ye adwuma haban a ye nanana mo free tititititi ansa na Ghana kra benya ne fa hodie na ye de saa haban ese yarewa ye de saa haban etu eye honhomone a ede yade bre nipadua no ase na ene nchirima nso abesom a omode ye adwuma se ne na tetefo no de ye adwuma no ene nti omo sisen haban omo na hodo ni nyina nso ne na adwuma ye bra dua sudua herbal clinic na omo fa haban bi nkan ebeyi oyade na pie na omo aso ano ede amawo omo say experience the healing power of nature with dua sudua herbal clinic. Oni omo nkasa nne se enkran ha ena owa obefre eye dua sudua herbal clinic ewo 0246 354 747 so 0246 354 747 se Kumasi nso ena owa obroni krom abrepo ena womo ewo frɛ womo ewo number yi so 0248 427998 0248 427998 oni omo kasa ono be kire o ba bi omo wo ene ne wo se wo ye kasoa omo wo kasoa breku hwe omo kiri kwan na oni dua sudua herbal clinic enkasa na yade na wodi achi no eho enya wo last stop na semina ben na wo wadwa ye sisi a me babbo wura wadwa ye a semina ben na me hunu obi wono mu a semina ye di siniema na odi dware wo se wo rede no oni padua no wo skin ni be breki enchebo se wo hunam nyina atwintwam because semina no odin a ye di siniema na ye di yifi efi atade mu no enye no na ye di yifi efiri ni padua nani minimo bi kura wode ayi powdered soap ni dware minimo bi a powdered soap eno odi dware semina ye di si ntade edisi ntade fita na nanka wo ba de no asan wachi o kan wana anani mo bi patcho semina ye di dware no e different from the edisi niema ti da na me busa se me ba wadwa ye sesi a semina ben na me hunu wo ho obi kura de ne odi twitwi nkukuo mu no odi twitwi nkukuo mu wi a pepenti na wasan fa ne aka no de abetu adwae odware wi a no asan de akọ no de akotwitwi nkukuo mu pepe nkwa de nkwa a life soap wo fo a life soap ne border form we a friend of family form will be a bit me to be jai in kuku seminar na wodi dware e wadwaye no na die ni seminar ye di si niema no hyehye wo si niema wie na won sa chi nyina atwintwam eno na wodi dware di twi wanim won sa wo bɔ abrewa won sa wo bɔ abrewa wo gina hwem kura na wo kura wankasa kura ho nya ofe wasere nko wo wiase nyina ba seminar wo yuso ni ntine mfa patcho mamen kanfo alive bathing soap enye washing soap alive bathing soap and American for edi amawo ebema wo skin no aye nome ebema wo skin no ahome so what I say what the harsh soap and detergent dware a wo skin no ntokuru nketinketi na ewo mu na mfifire fi mu ba na afen suso enwi efifi mu fi ba no wo si no because of harsh soap a we use so enunti ena alive soap yes say e gentle on your skin a boss skin no ho ban na eboa ema o skin no so enyini eye kama eye fe na semina so de so de semina kankan bedware de ani anka tunsuo pegu ho because who pia bontene a wasembe mobo fa semina ehwam na meka se alive soap ye hwam a na me pa kire se ye wo alive soap ni bi wo hono a scent ne te se lemon eno no di dware a o neighbors nyina agi baabia eno eyi lemon de ni sei ade bia enyan won ho bia what the alive soap lemon de ni dware a eyi o ne lemon timi ye aha bribi enyan bia lemon be yi ni kama nti bia oton nam mo amoton nam moton salmon moton tilapia shitolo sa nam no eye number ku bia akogina ho kra ne etoto a wan ha wo de yi senti ni nyina be kofie ano ohye pa ti se bia sa adwuma ni bi na wo ye ana se wo ye nam ho adwuma wo ye adwuma bi a ede ema ho ye nyan a kope alive soap lemon de no na fa dware wo a wo pese o skin no so etoso no fa ne coconut no wo mu no kube fa ne coconut no wo mu no na bomoden na fa dware ye wo bi nso wo ho no mo a eno esiesie broken skin aloe vera na dwuma ba kono no yes se bibi twaw na ubu aloe vera fresh one na the year cut no so a it works magic ye the aloe vera aye alive soap se be ya o skin no baby atwintwam ne baby break ni nyina no wo the aloe vera de ni dware a repair o skin ni nyina kama e de amawo se be ya onsuso ubenya wontoma pa e de afra. And we have the rose variant as well. When we na ye sense ahodo a alive soap presente at the amawo. Na scent no so e put you in a good mood. But more than alive soap is affordable, a high quality. Sounds so a perfect for everyday use. Grab an alive soap today from any shop near you and feel the difference. Alive soap, feel fresh, feel alive. Minim so event bi ababaye bia ayi kase bi da wanim bia wedding bi eda wanim bia engagement bi eda wanim bia corporate launch bi product launch bi da wanim bia dwumadie kase bi da wanim dwumadie bia wudie bia untimi enkwati videography ene ye shedwaye dware kra na ye twa selfie video hu hia keke. How much more an important occasion like your wedding, oba wedding, we bie wo business ano na pese wi ase nyina ehunu untimi nkan hye dem. Eno nti e-productions say brana womo enso wasene na ebe ya o program a wo ye nyina se wo betwa wo be record ana wo be streaming it live. E-productions wo equipment ene akade a yede yesa na emani nyina. Sorry a mo so mo pese bi a mo streaming eye munwumadie live a mo ni akade no e-productions say they have all it takes to stream your event and your program for you. When e-productions in kasa say Father's Day promo no ekoso fa we cry their Father's Month promo the entire month of June and ye dey promo yi atete ndema no so ene say live streaming send nanke bejo originally no yate so normal production a wopa yɛatete nneɛma no so sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wo nso so wo ho bɛhenhan wɔ kakra. So regardless of the event, enipa 5 okura na ehyia na apɛ sɛ o record na o produce ne yie a yɛbɛwia editing it nicely and the graphics ne bibi akeka ho na ya presented the amount ɛbɛda hɔ afebɔɔ na nkyirima nso aba bɛhunu the memories of yesteryears. Oni e-productions nka sɛ nnɛ on 0242 755 323 0242 755 323 ananso obetimi akɔ e-productions one social media handles nyinaa at e-productions on all social media platforms at e-productions. E-productions is a capture the moment.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pɛ.
Moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat. For decades, the tyrants of Tehran have brazenly, openly called for Israel's destruction. They've backed up their genocidal rhetoric with a program to develop nuclear weapons. In recent years, Iran has produced enough highly enriched uranium for 9 atom bombs. 9. In recent months, Iran has taken steps that it has never taken before, steps to weaponize this enriched uranium. And if not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months, less than a year. This is a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival. 80 years ago, the Jewish people were the victims of a Holocaust perpetrated by the Nazi regime. Today, the Jewish state refuses to be a victim of a nuclear Holocaust perpetrated by the Iranian regime. Now, as Prime Minister, I've made it clear time and again, Israel will never allow those who call for our annihilation to develop the means to achieve that goal. Tonight, Israel backs those words with action. We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear enrichment program. We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear weaponization program. We targeted Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. We targeted Iran's leading nuclear scientists working on the Iranian bomb. We also struck at the heart of Iran's ballistic missile program. Last year, Iran fired 300 ballistic missiles at Israel. Each of these missiles carries a ton of explosives and threatens the lives of hundreds of people. Soon, those missiles could carry a nuclear payload, threatening the lives not of hundreds, but of millions. Iran is gearing up to produce 10,000 of those ballistic missiles within 3 years. Now just imagine 10,000 tons of TNT landing on a country the size of New Jersey. This is an intolerable threat. It too must be stopped. Iran is now working on what it calls the new plan to destroy Israel. You see, the old plan failed. Iran and its proxies tried to encircle Israel with a ring of fire and to attack us with the horrible attack of October 7th. But the people of Israel, the soldiers of Israel, rose like lions to defend our country. We crushed Hamas, we devastated Hezbollah, we hit Iranian proxies in Syria and Yemen. And when Iran directly attacked us twice last year, we struck back inside Iran itself. Yet in defending ourselves, we also defend others. We defend our Arab neighbors. They too have suffered from Iran's campaign of chaos and carnage. Our actions against Iran's proxy Hezbollah led to the establishment of a new government in Lebanon and the collapse of Assad's murderous regime in Syria. The peoples of those two countries now have a chance for a different future, a better future. So too do the brave people of Iran, and I have a message for them. Our fight is not with you. Our fight is with the brutal dictatorship that has oppressed you for 46 years. I believe that the day of your liberation is near. And when that happens, the great friendship between our two ancient peoples will flourish once again. I want to assure the civilized world, we will not let the world's most dangerous regime get the world's most dangerous weapons. And Iran plans to give those weapons, nuclear weapons, to its terrorist proxies. That would make the nightmare of nuclear terrorism all too real. The increasing range of Iran's ballistic missiles would bring that nuclear nightmare to the cities of Europe and eventually to America. Remember, Iran calls Israel the small Satan. It calls America the great Satan. And this is why for decades, it's led millions in the chants of death to Israel and death to America. Today, Israel is responding to those genocidal calls with action and with a call of our own. Long live Israel and long live America. Our action will help make the world a much safer place. I want to thank President Trump for his leadership in confronting Iran's nuclear weapons program. He has made clear time and again that Iran cannot have a nuclear enrichment program. Today, it is clear that Iran is just buying for time. It refuses to agree to this basic requirement of peaceful nations. That is why we have no choice but to act, and act now. The hardest decision any leader has to make is to thwart a danger before it is fully materialized. Nearly a century ago, facing the Nazis, a generation of leaders failed to act in time. They were paralyzed by the horrors of World War I. They were determined to avoid war at all costs, and they got the worst war ever. They adopted a policy of appeasement. They closed their eyes and ears to all the warning signs. That failure to act resulted in World War II, the deadliest war in history. It claimed the lives of 60 million, including 6 million Jews, a third of my people. After that war, the Jewish people and the Jewish state vowed, never again. Well, never again is now. Today, Israel has shown that we have learned the lessons of history. When enemies vow to destroy you, believe them. When enemies build weapons of mass death, stop them. As the Bible teaches us, when someone comes to kill you, rise and act first. This is exactly what Israel has done today. We have risen like lions to defend ourselves. Over 3,000 years ago, Moses gave the people of Israel a message that has steeled their resolve ever since. Be strong and courageous, he said. Today, our strong and courageous soldiers and people stand together to defend ourselves against those who seek our destruction. And by defending ourselves, we defend many others, and we roll back a murderous tyranny. Generations from now, history will record that our generation stood its ground, acted in time, and secured our common future. May God bless Israel. May God bless the forces of civilization everywhere. Thank you.
Benti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Voice of arguably the man of the moment, Benjamin Netanyahu. Bema kasa ne boso. Bema kasa ne boso. Asemo. You quoted portions of the Bible and all of that. But Israel is not a Christian nation. Menim se Ghana ha a Christophobe overly passionate about Israel because Israel is in the Bible. Inti omususu se e was a Christopher nyina gina Israel chinia de. But uko Israel na the Christian population were from kra Judaism any woman main religion. And Islam do so. And so Christianity kraba. And they have very little regard for Christianity, honestly. I mean, enran komobia ni edina Christophobia minimum biblical prophecy. Yami asemo bem will pray and stand with Israel and all of that. And Anyway, but Iran also, we have seen Iran demographics and also here. Majority of them are Muslims. But they are actually Persians. Omonye Arabs. Iran for omonye Arabs. Omonye Persians. Now, Islam dominates. Even though there are two sects, the Shia and the Sunnis for no. Almost so temu go Iran ho. Saudi Arabia tie bakwechi because of almost tie Sunnis nechi. Aha. And in Tiama, Iran say no, on Shada need a strong ally within the Arab region. But our other allies, Palestine is there, Russia is there, North Korea, even China is an ally to Iran. Pakistan is also a strong ally. Syria put this Al-Assad Russia. Turkey is trying to play smart with almost play some smart diplomacy. Even though was some leanings towards Iran, but America bemua say they may want to look the way of Israel and all of that. But when you now come back in no, Tanto Ebenian Sunsanso Ghana so. Ebenian Sunsanso Ghana so. I mean, you can't underestimate the possible impact of Israel and Iran in Tokyo. First 2 days of the attacks, now crude prices are cost through 15% per barrel. And as I'm talking, and Utie Netanyahu, he has vowed to keep the heat on until say the regime in Iran. Yibitunu. Speech Abiboye or say or address the Iranian people. Or say the war is not about them. Israel ne Iran citizens in Yantokwa. Nemumuno, Omomunio Yantokwa Iran is the regime, the government of the day, led by Ayatollah Khamenei. Now, Israel says they feel threatened because Iran efiasie eye nuclear weapons ana omo beshasia ye nuclear weapons omo wo energy no nuclear energy no omo wo plants no na say no they are moving a step ahead to weaponize nuclear energy no more into bombs and nuclear bombs in this man. And he's saying, say, the regime in Iran, I swear, say, omobe wipe Israel off the map of the world. And until no more yes nuclear bombs no. Na edia ebewo weni no yentwaso yetu ase. Woman tina ho enye hwe emma nie na no Adolf Hitler ye Jews no ebi mesi because the warning was there. But Netanyahu said the leaders of the time were not proactive. And omutina ho emma the Nazi regime near or the Jews, and we all know the Holocaust and near Kosovo. Or say this time around, the new generation of leaders are lead Israel. No, omo nyete tehwehani biemu ma obi mechi omo nkonkwaso mu enkoye omo basabasa. This time around, they will bring the fight to your doorstep. And no na wo mo ye. Iran so say Israel krona Israel man ankasa no kra no e fake. Omo si Israel asase ni nyina ye Palestine for asase. Almost Israel for no one yet indigens. Inti omo nsem fata se wo mo be wo map no so nti Iran for no so have sworn dedada enye na asem se Israel de omo be yi omo afiri ho. Na wo wi asna lucky na onya wotanfo ka cho se wo mekum. Danase because omo ada ho so. Na hye ni tirimu no no wo sere dia na ehu. We de omo mienu nyina afefe wo mo se a kire wo mo ho. Omo ada wo mo ho so. The drones have been flying. The missiles have been flying. But are we well positioned? Yehenim se Koku Mawuli Nanegbe, member of the NDC communication team, Baba Bekayensa, citizen Ato Dadzi, a general secretary, Emma GCPP, Amanyoko, he will join us. In the meantime, with us in the studio, a former MCE, Emma Ebuakwa North Municipal Assembly, Alhaji Bodinga. Alhaji Memwaha.
Yeah,
last week we missed you.
Bibiano Crow.
Nim say according to no ya tell bia na akra.
Yeah.
Why America kra?
Yeah.
Other engagements.
Other engagement. I've been Miko Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
On one of issues being
okay. Bechiri din. Ya de nyame asese do akwa aba.
Amen. Yes, me mama wachiri ni yo.
Yeah, that's it. You be Israel na you know nkomo kakra, but you fan in through party. Yeah. As a next meeting.
Yeah.
Ekoso Alisa Hotel.
Yeah.
Na in the midst of it, people have been asking mo chairman when chairman family should the statement be about bontene. Omo chire nsemu. It appears say family ne a bit worried. Say party ni nim say chairman in team eyare. And so still omo edi circular nam say ono no chair sa meeting we. Na in their statement no omo kokora kire yade kro ne se ne wote se ne situation etie omo che se bia mu kra no won kan ne mane ade because of se ne omo kire ye no. Na den na party mu nim papa ne te bia ni na mo de circular nam se oba be chair meeting. E ma abusua no amfele okay intino omo de krata command party bia ba bontene omo kire se omo reject objective sade no na anya de a opening Steven team owo ahomka animanim he ya obetimi aye party adwuma ye ne eye Ronnie Nicole oye ne special aid akasa o say chairman hoye even though oyare no ye na ne ye no nso no kire se ade a chairman ankasa ebe issue a public statement to clarify issues because we have family in statement now. The impression has been created say party ni bu apayo nim so oyare no still almost pursue of performing the functions. And I have been asking myself say communication being and a course between the party hierarchy and the family. Ebema family na be issue such a statement we're officially yet to hear from party Penny4. Sounds like gap will be ewo ho. Na menim sene alaji uhunu sa asem de how do you address this and approach it?
Yo, yedi kan ma minda wasi.
Na wada ma sewe no mama unu akukuma so akwa aba preko. Mema koku akwa aba as he joins us.
Oh, sere. Position aba.
But this smile is very beaming. I mean,
because position
something there inside.
Position
that's me, baby.
No, but this one is a bit
position.
No, that's me.
Position.
No, you smile a lot, but this one I said
with V.
Oh, I like you, my fino.
Okay.
One guy says last week now we need her.
True.
So my film, I feel was like me Jimoso. Well, me cham we chair. I phone yes. Well, Alhaji, it's good. I'm seeing you again. In fact, for about 2 or 3 weeks now, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, born no court.
You're citizen, so we'll be joining pretty soon. Yeah,
yo,
Alhaji.
Bibi.
Yes, sir.
Near the kind. You were steps me no a wo enipem.
Okay.
especially young politician, needy kind, ye free abusium.
Okay.
And I say Ghana for.
Yeah.
Answer individually, I will interest in politics. No, individual, personally, and I will go join it.
Yeah.
And ye Busiano, yes, because I know within me Busian for a bit more NDC.
Yeah.
Kokunsu, you get a bit more MPP.
Okay.
And every political party who join here, then the party will take you as a member of the party, not a family. Ghana knew there as a Ghanaian knew there is
who join you kuwa we a member but
yes.
who wabusia
Yes, enti ni kind Chairman Stephen Tim party no ene no chairman.
Yeah.
And he still remain as the national chairman of the party.
Yeah.
Ebia no betimi aye ni say during the time our party no na ebusiafo bi be hu ni fe. And I said he would just join and come because of Stephen T. And I also believe in the ideology. And Sebi, and say you be call either be it at the constituency level or more for constituency meeting. And I say friends, and definitely the general, the secretaries no and omuchro. And to remind said this meeting of the party are free, but who chair is the chairman. So, and that circular must go. Although Obianim say chairman, let's take it enra ni humfano. But ye name the situation only or no, and a bit me actual and answer will communicate to the general secretary director. Oh, meeting ya. You'll be free. Miss Ramo, Minya Kwine, Emma, and the constitution of the party, in the absence of the chairman, automatically the first vice chair assume the seat. And Nyabua Payo said he write to him to confirm. Omuchroyen, a chro man, said he should confirm. He can report either officially or write again in response. Say, oh, mean to me enya kwan enye Emma a friends. That's the friends. But say ebusiano fa say e bia ohwan enkoyi a mesrewo adwubrewo. And secondly so one wo letter no amuchro ye no. Party no ye gi letter no but ye nso mu. Yes. Yes, yeah, yes, yes. The reason is he's the chairman himself have to write or sign. Usha nipa omu sign ye ni na. Ube say nebusia penny ni we ni aba ni abema ni. Yes. Though ye wo chairman edit to ebusiam. You see? But all be party no mono. Enye busia na edi no buy. So and you on one own volume chairman and Stephen Tim why be pa Emma party me Emeka yes what brim first vice or the year Ubeka that's the time President Kufuor ba or no as a national first vice now your 10 region all the 10 regional secretaries no oma obia o denoti cars Emma wo omudi rani party no oyebi ena party no sabi ebinum wo ho a omo hye party as atade ebinum nsu na na wo team yes Stephen Tim is one of those people because our contest ba ko 5 answer na nyamincha de onya wi obi wo ho a okọ contest no lose na ye ntomma no na o se mumfa mo party. We have some people over there. And tonight, there's a papa no de party no.
Ebi party no.
Yes. Yes, ebi no fi party no. Because open onya enti ono nko anti no. Wenya no obeko both MPP and NDC sanya man wo ho. Enti mesre ye mmompa ye ema chairman ne hunto no. Menyi ni say the near party no leadership ye no. Say omo atro no say he is going to chair this thing. Definitely, you have to give him the first option because though Oyare obi wo a yare no e wo wa ajojo. So and let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Say or no a respond say o say nya metie say be mint me emma mumma me first vice and first vice and any vice or more hon no on chair that meeting edimu enti mesre we there enye bibi
e be say as party na train an official communication from chairman Nankasa say
yes
me yare I mean to function into more excuse me for some time.
Yes. And I say, oh, this meeting mean to me.
But all 40 family they say almost stepping in to do that.
Yes.
Play that role when the chairman is alive.
Yes, without his knowledge.
Are you sure without his knowledge?
If his knowledge can and the signatories, he have to be.
Yeah, but what her statement na almost describe on a yard na almost patch say we need the capacity to even do that.
Then the first thing, and then I didn't start here. At least you should write officially. Emma party, you say, oh, Ampa, chairman, ye busiani, ye share yeno, the situation are over. On to me, active party service at the moment. Enti, yes, Remo. Monfa obi ensinina based on the constitution of your party. Until say you be back who your friends. And also no self chairman no entime en emma. The first vice no you obey acti in the absence of the chairman. But a bit me do say the first vice now or acting also. Maybe another meeting no maybe a point will be in who. Then in the order of merit, no, then the second vice assume as a chairman. Who share your time for the former flag bearer, former vice president. Only party no equa. Edu pempen so bi. Usha chairman enka ho. Second vice enka ho. First vice enka ho, second vice enka ho. Na third vice ena oye okaho. You see the wisdom of this position no chairman no yeshisha miensa no ebia o betimi
we ni wa
yes but there's no way the chair say a frame team be of that without a chair. So that's a friend say and no et me see.
I don't know what is going on because you see Many Ronnie Kasai, who is the special aid to Stephen Tim.
Personal aid, and I say party.
Special aid.
Special aid.
Personal aid. You want to except money position be a friend of party aid.
Yeah, need special aid of a party. And I make us any personal aid.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, ono ma meti say Stephen Tim and Kasa enche bia beba bontene. Abe clarify matters. And I'm busa and say, oye well enough say obetimi ayesa. Also yes. Busa and say wakwasra no ama papa na hu na o say ai ohunu no otimi recognize say ono ne Ronnie o say ai okasa o say ai onante o say ai. But do kind family no so de na condition no any the way o mo describe no. Actually say we need the mental capacity to even function, or cognitive limitations. So they describe it say ultimate function cra.
That's from the family.
The personal aid is to say, oh, okasa ohume or okaya de onante. So some contradiction.
Yes.
And he's a bit disturbed by that because osusu say politics be ukoso.
Well, if politics be koswa, then it come a fee nebusian for no.
So
yeah.
No one someone your party for no politics.
The reason is someone no much roy. We share the letter no minimum na who can ya na say. Bibi or why your friend power of attorney. Say you wo ha no. Ubetimi ama wa assistant no say jinaminimu na entry. And your friend is saying, Kobe, lawyer for. I am directed by so and so to write this. But who shall we letter no? A basa bushiano and casano mutiki. Yes. And no make us say
because I say we the family members of Mr. Stephen in team. I don't know what they introduce you. Allow you say to begin with, underscore the commitment to the party and all of that. Yeah. And almost say at this juncture, we, the family members of Mr. Stephen Intim, have learned that the party has convened a meeting scheduled to be chaired by Mr. Intim, and we would like our beloved son, brother, nephew, and relative, Stephen Intim, to be excused from attending this event due to recent developments. Okay.
Na etrese. Say Stephen Tim no ankasa nyaya anka obeba be chair the meeting of the party.
But the Bushianfo
na man no quite based on your kan yesisi ya. And I went here when
who reading no.
No, the reading of this, we the family of Stephen Tim.
A bit me so about say Stephen Tim need the position. He's not in the position to say it for himself.
Why? DNA cause.
Say no much say baby or that.
Net say okay, ni special aid no. And so keka bibi fufro. Which is which? Anti media me did it to say. Yan trying so far as the special aid e can say. Enche. Chairman bebabe kasa. Let's wait for his talk. Because now we nyina no yesi. Say ye tifi mukanu say horses own mafa. And horse na mu frɛ no ponko no. Okay, ye tifi
ponko na no.
No na ebetimi aka. But me what I will say ni say ya nyina ye mbompa ye ma no.
Okay.
Na nyame ensane yare.
Number 2
adwuma so.
Na ye call Alisa Hotel no. Wo hwa na pani ba kwa pie na say one supporters okọ inside that we dey mpene we dey maso we dey mpene wo hwa na ba kwa pie okọ wi a boti mo mugina chiri no we dey anwa adwubo we dey mpene mane maso buze mu say dey asem a we are hearing say one of the proposals are this man has been feeding giraffes.
Hey, and who yan part wow.
Citizen that's welcome, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, we will about switch him. I mean, na asemi mpona make. Exactly. Inti wo hwa na pani ba kwa pie free next meeting ni mu. No be on supporters ba ku mi no be di nkomo okoba ka supporters we dey empene mane maso e dey nya de be adwuma o hana we pia ba we nya de empene enya adwuma hwe nsibiem na say that's ma
well
nyabotre ne yete na me ntu eni mabusa so wonso what you saying ne yete ni say say ebi mu propose at the next meeting say monya flag bearer contest ni wie ansa na maba be hwe a party executives, national, regional, and constituency. Now, the initial reaction, I pick from Alisa and say, "Binimo ninja, who cry." What's Bibisa?
Well, media mean TBBS.
Okay. Next answer, Bibisa or what drink you on your day?
Well, party no, it was structured.
Okay.
Well, you were National Executive Committee.
Okay.
From there, na about National Council. That's the second highest decision body.
Okay.
And the ultimate the National Congress. And whatever it can't oversee the National Congress. What I knew ni say July and
okay.
And it may be others proposal.
And a be a proposal ye dey ba to conference.
Conference.
Yes.
And a congress no the whole 275.
Some mon call congress, mo call conference. And this is for na your congress.
Yeah, call congress. You congress. Yes. Your congress and your conference.
Okay. In mo be in July near the end.
Yeah, congress.
Congress.
Yeah.
And na mo to aba.
Yes.
Mo sa constitution.
Yes. And yes, it's a constitution. Nia ye G fee grounds or either GB to Moana say, either we accept, we modify it, or we reject what they brought over there. And no. Near Omoka, near Omo Abonti, any near Omoko friends, Omufim Penimphobia, O can't say, Omoko, no more Piabema, hint here, yes, you see, you Musumu system. Bijidi say, and no, and 5 friends. What I knew, he said, the MMDCs, immediate past MMDC.
So much your
yes, the petition call, yes, say, they should be included in all stage of election.
Okay. Former MMDCs.
Former MMDCs. And no na meaning say, and no there, me insider, Titu.
I know me aware.
Yes.
But near any official na me busa. Okay, so let's think around that proposal.
Yeah.
The possibility of having your flag bearer contest before national, regional, and constituency elections. That scenario, no.
To me, yeah. To say na wonim say, you see that your muscle face, answer na abeshi blocks. To me, I believe say your foundation.
And shall see
concrete. Now you starting build here, lady Suruane Akobo. That's it.
Okay.
Me to me, my belief no. Me nim no mudi koi. And as so mudi koi and so. Say ebinim proposal no say enko na yen started from flag bearership na descending na ebinim say they believe in what I say. To me, my voice, I will side with the almost starting from bottom. Yes.
Now, unsusu say mo sha say free top on so be my party mo adjon tem. Keka because the acrimony no pa.
There's no acrimony or be a party there if you are who join a party. The party no believe in democracy. Kabima min kabia ba ena mo be practice ya to so aba. Ya to no pepepe. The only thing is say be at the electoral college no ena mo be expansions of it. Then and I say mo be reduce electoral college no is something which can happen.
Okay.
That's your party no. Say wonko akura na your page wonko na o file ya. Ube say your friends say unopposed on your friends say your two Congress have to decide on you.
Okay.
Yes, the Congress decided. Despite it says senior the late Fifia Atamis Sudro declaration. We mukoye the late president omunyina ukasa yati but yebetu ni so aba so sanity say one man 100% as the outgoing
which
president.
means a momunya popular acclamation.
There be popular acclamation, you have to be supported by votes.
I see.
You who say you have get more than 50 plus 1.
Okay. Oku, I remember where na MPP phone come in and me pese busa won so adwenchero. The absence of chairman in team. The letter from his family and the conversation I had with Ronnie Nicole ne personal aid. I watch say the description or no ma as to the boss na ho keka no different from their family no so chire or letter ni mu. He indicates that he's well. Mebusane say ushia no na ne kasa otimi recognize o okaya de o kasa onante ni nyina check. But the family is also indicating say our cognitive limitations and or lack the mental capacity to perform. I mean to
you. As a family,
yeah,
I can understand where they are coming from. Omuno say ebimuya politics try anya dodo no. And omu perception and omu view of issues of politics nyama na ekoso no is different from obia who is involved in politics. Me, my observation anka we no anka it wouldn't have been an issue. Because under any circumstance, who draw letter, unim say then ti say sa program na eba so no I neck obi anu say national chairman na
ebe chair
so and there I see it to be a normal practice say like
even though they know say oyare
yes,
that bad
and no under normal circumstances say let Abeko out and no it will go but in behind the scenes no one way arrangement so chairman who fano so vice and now on one kasa vice no Abeka general secretary national chairman Abeka general secretary so me who family nti the
because as it is now Stephen Tim has not personally communicated to the party so yare and the family natural
that's the thing but you see Satam no mo share thank you to na say other bono or halfo
yeah after bono
who say let Abiba Bontin say or twinning who and is on health grounds so a honor na nyama no share say free and you see I was laying a point say family for even obia war politics mo your family people view nyama we are involved different from warankasa hey omo consensus no they don't joke with it when they analyze and say nyama na we know you have your time ni nyama no you need to recuperate so
omo chira omo say omo last family meeting omo and omo see gina say omo ma omo de share no enye active politics until say omo be hu say we well enough
but problem no na would can be either say your politics or na say nkitahudie engagement enkoso
between party and family no
that is also lacking. There should have been some engagement to iron out these differences because NKB are call elections and I'm not sure say Stephen Tim
they call for re-election
I know so they could have handled this in a better way but ni nyina akosi say MPP na nkasa no say biu akoyese mpenyufo ni party no biu na nyama no we because we know it's an issue anka but akoyese mpenyufo ayira o party no engagement
do you get the sense say family no per se omo avoid the controversies bia ebeba up the din beba mu in the internal elections ebeba
it's very likely
it sometimes feels say you nipa no munyina munim so yare but as a why silent over it
it's
nkofo so read political meanings into it say or sign by omi echi during the thank you tour aden the allegiance shift or kwa camp fufro obi so asmo bobusa ne say aden chairman nani nje party no hu biem ana say den and
ebia kra oyare da ho no kra po no ebia mpenyifo nkra enkohwehwe na echi akwan no it's a likelihood
oyare da ho no
okay oyare no
oyare family natural in the as mu oremu
it's a likelihood it's a possibility yes and when no it's not only your it happens even in your personal life when your politics no crowd but what am for crowd oyare da ho crowd so and no it's a likelihood and amide kasem and so ebe me dey say omo ankasa be solve problem we amana ayewe but election ankasa no and the MPP for ankasa they are an interesting breed omo say omo call elections into no obia fashions bia per strategy mu amunim say mu call election it's a bottom up approach from branch mumu conference police
in any case any official and these are some things we glean from the meeting
Bibi for MPP there
I just need to underscore
okay
that
I get it but
why already so be hate
no but you Matthias what kind 2007 election am call University of Ghana almost you a kwan bia so alanchemante enye omu candidate intinana Akufo-Addo na mu de be candidate omu kan ya ebemu nti nyama na ehia say no I mean what I've seen out of it ni say omu yi candidate na and there nya kan na no we precipitate nti who it say
you have to toe the line
you fear say
it is Dr. Baumia na ya fan candidate
alliances na shift
from top to down so who ni nipa ni camp will be winning no then who there you are a different breed. And I say you have
campaign especially align
that's what will be.
Now, so your presidential candidate now.
No, because now. You understand? So that is what I have seen. Say strategy, a man for person or push it. But any idea about because those things, and I like an example. Who sit down? How can you start from a superstructure, a deeper foundation? And to me, Jenna, you have to start. Yes. And I get worried. Oh, my me from my nose. We the young can be free. Mikra and away passing aircraft at Yomu first. Young Kai Grananka, I say me franca. Mammy, we were higher.
The economy home command.
Okay. Bibi, what I found, I don't know whether it's I don't think it's interesting because my own Dr. Baumia, he said, meeting and John Boyd was so incoming. Yes. The video is circulating.
John Boyd incoming.
No. Dr. Baumiana offered John Boyd incoming.
Ebi no fraud no ane ho a.
Hey,
say incoming flag bearer.
Who friend pani incoming na we channel.
Obo no ane ho fans.
Ayo. So you see,
John Boyd so opposition be chairman.
Oh, definitely. Who near man me as a political scene watcher. I have no doubt that John Boyd will be national chairman. Alaji, you want to doubt
the video no me here. Oh, talk incoming na JB said.
Oh, no, so na we Dr. Baumiana or the two so. So me who I say, hey, we see. I expect Dr. Baumia, even though say no nipa no ye candidate kra na.
Sure.
You understand? So Tanya Manu a year way politics no now more reorganization no matrimony mu bebre. So
the band now join NDC.
Oh, ndi mi hu
me bisane say asa wo we free ne akosi wo your friend say Kumasi anya kofodua de no kura. Your friend say the late Jerry Rollins who Kofi Adam member. Hey, Kofi Adam, do something before
Papa former president.
But the former president, where was it?
On election, no.
Please. The set time our influence.
So no interest.
Yes, our interest over there.
That time no phone can.
No, they say. No, 2011.
Yes.
But when no na Kofi Adams national organizer.
Yes, that's.
I don't dispute. But you see, at that time, Papaji was not going for an election. You see, get the contest. He had influence, but he wanted Kofi Adams to become national organizer. But
no,
father for all,
or a statesman of the party.
Father for all.
Say now, Dr. Baumia should not show. Baby, the support one. The onus was also on him not to have done that.
No, but I agree. But look at it, sir. Dr. Baumia is a contestant. On a context, for me, that is where the yes, and I'm looking at the acrimony.
So far, the National Council won't be a nomination.
Oh, but
what testers?
That's how I saw deny John Boyd won't national chairman.
Until you are far from, but will be a far from. But no filing, no go file, and
you can a textbook. Your class, you better no. But we are on the street.
Yeah, so. I do not think that Dr. Baumia I'm managing a new year. But Serena Midi Seren people for
Dr. Baumia.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
One I'll see him.
So basically on Tanya Manu they should avoid it so that no organization me you see I'm in NDC. I should be ebia anka say hear me there say nyama na call people no I should be happy about it. But you see the danger. So we MPP for so much here. Some of our people will take things for granted. They will be relaxed and not give us a competition. And for me, it will not help our democracy. So the American cause of MPP is not something I'm happy about. They must be better organized so that the democracy,
Very well. Citizen Atodadzi. This man has been globe-trotting in the last few weeks. Na Rwanda kakra, no kopia kakra, na
UK kakra.
Ako UK kakra.
That's right.
The Rwanda kakra, UK kakra, feeding giraffes kakra. Hey, that's swag no so be wow.
So ya brandy pa.
Oi, nanka. Citizen kwaba.
Yeja.
Na baby afie.
Oboko last week na mufia.
Na bi na mini ha.
O na nenya.
Na last week feda.
I'll take a cue from Alaji. Yankodo.
Asempa etia. Eni yanko MPP nsemu we.
We been chill.
Majodo.
Mnyanum paying Alaji last week. Na muhwe n'enyim to mama.
Ose bibi de no kopie kumase.
Na yenchia ye etiefo na hwefo awhwe pimpim. I'm the Alaji was a bit uncomfortable.
Obviously.
When the man can ye pia do my ye fia.
Oh me.
But Alaji yabaka once.
O sanso shefifi.
Yabaka once. You see, no crying there. Dembre na kukurukan. If they are imprimpring the biggest opposition party is MPP. Indeed, if you are a political party which is not in power, na repobia na edwan wonde akanma wa kanwa sembi makoye ya the MPP. Indeed, se wonjina wonne ye ya, it would affect a lot of things. But me feel that they have still not dealing well with their defeat and reorganization. The cracks that are going into the MPP, one shouldn't year obey it will take years to change it because you are yet to start your constituency elections. To the best man, Alaji King, I don't know what chance will form no word. One chance won't what down. And then it being you want as a roof.
In a yet in say.
No, but all your things that they are proposing, and once they propose, some people could engineer for it to happen. But even if they still about constituency in the danger now is that because Obibia Opedo a flag bearer, where you name not just the word declaring intention, but where you name a campaign. People are now campaigning. The kind of campaigns that are going on is beyond picking nomination form. Because they've even started throwing jabs.
Exactly.
Because first, I would declare my intention, but it has gone beyond declaring your intention.
Or speaking directly.
Yes, to campaign and throw jabs at your
perceived opponents.
The followers of those leaders and also are even doing their worst. You understand? It is if they've started now, it means it will feed into constituency elections. Because Obiara constituency executive. That would also feed into regional and it will go up. Until now, the cracks will not just be at the top. It will not be like 2016, 2015, where you had leadership crisis, but it wasn't at the grassroots. This one, it means that the problem is from the grassroots right to the top. And that is the danger that they are faced with. That's the danger they face with. And I think they need to be very careful because others who faced it, now what they know until them are now you see, I like you know the NDC and Fatum. NDC until recently still had their founding father. Jerry Rollins.
Until recently.
Yes. They had
until
him.
Recently, no more founder alive.
You see, they had him. The way the party was founded is different from how MPP will feel Obia.
Yeah.
And some people also want to feel that the MPP able to do the until we have bigger stakes. In NDC, maybe I want to do. Why carry one to the extent and now it got to a point they wanted to show their founder that they can do without him.
Yeah.
And in a way, they succeeded. So they've gone beyond them cracks. Probably they too might be having their own issues going forward with what happens after His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. They would also be having their, if then they also need to handle it, they also need to handle it very well. But in the Nimpanin Namgua Pasuno, on a year Kawasam, are you there? If they don't manage it well, because when the leaders keep saying unity, but they are not living it. I talk shop. How can somebody decide them at radio station? And the opposing party by internal elections. I always say are more dangerous than otherwise, because it's only internal elections in a while where you will fee what you go up on. It was internal election that gave the ammunition to the opposition to do what they did. In fact, there is one of the minority political parties. Just the last election. The last election, internally, no, obi aroko flag bearer, we nasi entuma, just because we are impact kakade okutadua citizenship. So internal elections are very dangerous.
It can be very damaging,
and they need to.
I haven't been bouncing back.
They need to handle it well. And my saying there, they need to.
Do you think they are handling the absence of the chairman well?
Oh, chairman, you see, I also cry another case. I think that every little thing is, and it's because of the intentions that have been declared at the top. So everybody wants to ensure they're on a cloud now. And unfortunately, among the leadership, you could clearly tell there were cracks. And the Chairman Bute, for instance, people are holding him with the kind of defeat they faced. All the leadership must go. Now, on the second deputy has a problem with him. Recently, he was also on another station. Or second
deputy.
Buga.
Buga was a third vice.
Buga a third vice crowd.
Yes, no, the second vice.
The second vice is
Rita or
somebody.
First vice,
Bute, and a Rita, a second.
Yes.
And a Buga,
a second vice.
But they're on the same hierarchy. They are on the same line. They are line managers.
And I'm telling you, Bute in the second vice.
Exactly.
That's what it is. You don't. Who a chairman? You are a chairman. First vice, first vice, and yet first chairman because me second vice, me first vice. No. You don't see it like
okay.
This. So a position contested and OBI winning it.
Okay. Yes, I like that.
Mentiasi.
I catch on. Okay. Third vice. Buga today.
Or no two.
On meeting biara bute beche obetnas. And he will not allow for that to happen.
And so ne bute on no chair meeting.
You understand? And when you go and say some of these things, what do you want to happen? And like Alaji is saying, more constitution, why chamo the processes? Now you can what to know that. You cannot say there on to chair that meeting when the chairman is not there.
It's a chaos now, Alfredo.
You understand? It's not there already. The impact one when would our women come? So you've already declared war and certain intentions even before it starts. Why do we sometimes do things like this? Why do we do things like this? And unfortunately, even Metate, General Secretary Obi Pede or General Secretary Yim Pewasam, Inti General Secretary, you close finance also you close because March today a win peso also Pedoko General Secretary. Finance. Dr. UN. Dr. China.
We didn't know UN.
Hey.
Dr. China.
But you see, secretary,
so you see, when you see some of these things internally, or the friction back, and like I'm saying, it's too early. Some of the things that they've done is too early. Sabe politics will be up and you understand? Being a OC between Kuku Aido, no chairman. I said you understand? So politics will be up and sometimes it can bring a lot of friction.
Okay.
but it needs to be managed so that it doesn't affect the grassroots. I mean, my problem in there, the cracks and all affect the grassroots. No, yeah, the big deal. They should manage that very well.
Okay.
And it looks like war. We'll call around. Then we'll find out the root cause of their losing of. I think that has also not been managed.
Microcredit committee.
Yes, because if we know and understand why we lost, obi nkofa something nkojina simpie so nkade, you say you are economist. So I wouldn't say that. You understand?
Sir, what commission a research to be done? Research in the area, but the details of report any public. Inti executive summary kakana ya available no. Go for to 2 number ayoma there. But say wo bie mu to ho no bie hunu say we na course so a then bibi you feel no go kan
bibi on want to be but for me I think that
the issue is
say problem.
Wow, say o commission after election every political party. Now we nkofobia that's a committee. Say omunko verify. They should go and listen to all the difference in war. Omuvia, they have 3 things to do. One, after collation of all what they have, no one best now are analyzing. No one near the way forward of the distance. Recommendation, very good. Recommendation are ebebum. They record and no. It have to be with only the National Council, not even the executive.
Recommendations.
Yes. Because the issue may be from polling station, there's be a polling station for an eye. It means what be a constituency in eye.
When you show recommendations,
yeah. What would the recommendation no by National Council? Yes. And say any public. Rather you meet the party. Now, what market on the base of the these are the next recommendation. A bill to say expansion of the electoral college.
Let me say a practical question. In July, more Congress.
Yeah, Congress, yes.
As we speak,
yeah,
more report no.
Yeah.
And one semono into details.
Into details say to Ghana.
Ghanaian
parties for
between party for name details.
Yes.
The likes of Dr. Atta Kennedy more criticized.
Now Atta Kennedy or Omra Ghana.
And that's why a member of the party.
Who is what?
A member of the party.
He's not a founding member. Do you know who the founding members are?
Okay, so Alaji.
The founding members are Kamielu Pe and Omutia.
So
Nyawota Makro is not a founding member. Ask him which district, which region, and which your friends a position and a member. But the ones we call founding members of our party. And your time you call register party. No, first time in your friends and with the electoral commission Krofua Omokoye. Say it left with only Nipa 2.
Why? Do you know their names?
Yes. A Hackman also Ajimai. Yes. Or no, during that time there were 2 executives, the national executive, and the more district are in our friends. Then Nana Addo as the first national organizer of the party. These are the only 2 I can so far. And Otakma Crew Air Cancer is a founding member. Ask him district Ben or representing. And at the national hierarchy or position Ben and Crawford be the woman new to 2 million founding member, Omunina founding member. I'm telling you.
The question is between now and July, that Ben and Mubi recommendations in the show. I'm a party abubu. And I'm the recommendations in the Congress straight. Now, one more could be some more taking decisions.
Onim say after the Okwe committee, there's another committee I am himself. Omunko share findings and recommendations. No, we are your friends.
Okay, committee
okay, committee. Godfrey Dame committee, legal and constitutional team.
Some may lead to constitutional amendment.
Yes, we are. They have also opened, as I'm speaking now, individual be a more proposals. bia on pese on beba omudi beba edi beka eno na eye MMDCs no yes eba sen and MMDCs who say they are not included in the voting rights answer no omudi beko. So I'm telling you the party knows what is in a friend said report no
very well
and I taken then I this super glue affiliate and I'm saying cover when munten ko a friend said
but July be hunu musem
July yeah July no the Congress yes and they say Congress all the
Balaji chairman do you think being fair because you see
which chairman
my national chairman
chairman team
being fair for what
chairman team there already know like section of the party I complain about him there only leadership now on the party no I'm well lose so like I think Obia no there family members yet high minim bom de mi about large mi about kuku I'm they are some of my family members. Sometimes they're like, hey, Charlie, the way I can yeah, we don't like it. The way we do this. You understand? So sometimes people are very protective.
Yeah.
You understand? They are being very protective. And sometimes when they see that you are killing yourself and they hear that you are being bashed as if they you are
the cause of
everything. It makes it difficult for them to still support you to be going out there and doing some of these things. Yeah, their family might not be on your find they be a family in what the information be about. Maybe they didn't even consult
the man himself.
Know what the information about. It's not fine. But I think because I don't know which family. Is it the immediate family? Or
this one, his brothers, sisters, and son are they all in the
so something like that, that means that there is a core because they've seen that the man is killing himself for some of these things and the way he's being treated after what you understand. So
I get that sense.
So I think that as a party, and I make it as a party, if there is engagement after this letter, well, I don't know. AB and a party engage the family men, another way engaging. But if they haven't, they should engage the family as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Let us underscore that as well.
Let a buy a run a buy.
Yeah.
Anamwa. A run a buy. Yes, and run a buy. Until we don't know how they're present. Obi arena.
But clearly say anka meetings are cost one letter way, my one.
And I make can say already the chairman, national chairman in team. Okay, say bra, thank you, Tonwa. Flag bearer. Or no ma e country. Ma wom say ni hu dudono. Enti or chain hu kakra. So who say eye adia o kan ya sebi trimu Fimbi ni ana perception be and new or kind. So that's it.
Okay.
And but there are different school of thoughts to it as well.
And I make say,
there are different school of thought.
You see,
but he is telling you
understand
what he knows.
Me say many
all right, you move on. You move on.
But me kakra. You see, and yes, me fat history.
And like this, I also may move on.
There be my main.
You're comfortable. May move on, Alaji. May move on.
Me Haruna Isikuna by then I'm a regional second vice. He's the national chairman that time. On also do baby, even he filed. Actually, no who say ni who to do not own Timinko. He just openly, ebe kind, say we dear, I'm withdrawing from the contest. We have the same thing. We have.
Alaji's point is that I was a family name. Chairman team on one kasa. It determines because
Bibi, my American
because any family no and now omonene party.
I understand. But what I'm also saying is that at the end of the day, say Bibi to one of them Otto Chairman the family has seen that the party will not be there for him. If the family feels the party will be there for him, do you think they will write a letter? And it's possible they might have engaged the family. It's possible that there's a conversation going on. Family, but they are not happy with the final decision being taken by chairman in team. So they feel that let's go public. Do you get it? Because Ebia Alhaji Mibo, Ebia, there has been discussion, and there was a meeting. They know there was a meeting going to happen this day, and they think that the meeting the man call because with how they are doing things. In Ebia, that they are catching opening in MPP. Painful wa friend wa meet chairman or open meeting because we need him to do ABCD. And I said no. This will bring so. Maybe there was no clear understanding. They said no. Then let's issue because why did the letter become public?
Exactly.
Why did the letter become public?
Yes. They give it to the media.
Who gave the letter to
what
the media?
I believe in say.
Alhaji, who gave the letter to the media?
I don't know. But the Mimi can set you.
Alhaji, and this is your last submission.
Yes, my last submission. Me will GD say the party no. Any chairman in team edi
Oh yes.
And I mean, you say ni family no nyina ene no atifie ba akum. Obi ati ni baby. So, and they decide almost at their meeting.
Yes.
Excluding the chairman. And I'm taking this.
No, they didn't say it's excluding the chairman.
They didn't say excluding. Or say at the last family meeting.
Yes.
He probably was part of the meeting.
Do you think so or what? On view, and as the Omucho and Anka on only signature mom.
For what?
It's the family meeting. Yes, it's the family meeting. And I make consider decision.
And that we meeting in the same day Omucho letter.
And I miss see. The decision is being carried by the family.
All right, Evans here. So there is Fitch upgrading Ghana's ratings to B-. Almost say outlook near stable. Finance Minister Nebabo Ntine Debe to Jami who said Fitch upgrading from I think says C to
RD
to B-. It be say a quantum leap. Before us from RD to
junk
straight to B-. Bribia Koso, and we've been interrogating Ediana NDC by within 6 months. Omaya Ama Yahwaya Kono Sa. We'll look at this in light with Sasami, of course, between Israel and Iran. San say the president catch the finance and energy ministers say omo monitor na omo a model several scenarios near how we bit mitigate any adverse impact be on the gains we have made fuel prices no more. Question is, how do we sustain this B- status when we are faced with a possible global disturbance, a bit many ripple effects on our economy? It sounds like so, but we are still faced with danger. How we navigate our times would mean a lot. Koku, I'm on this matter.
Maybe me that's it.
If we are near the G-Tech, we own. MPs near some more use doctorate no Mukrani.
And Nukra de me left to me because G-Tech Juma. And I asked myself questions. You see, PhD and your title be over to me. Sorry, no. You must earn it. Now your honorary title, your amount, so I will use it. I know display, but so I know there. I think G-Tech Juma, and sometimes it helps, like
name and shame, you know.
No, like so the public will also realize. I mean, there is a way you use honorary PhD.
I have a difficulty with G-Tech. I mean, how many years in here? Herbal doctors from who doctors, business people from who doctors,
musicians.
I suffer from who musicians.
Dr. Pabo Wantinidina.
Oh, so no, there
stage name.
It's official. Or you see Dr. Pabo.
A stage
name. Stage name.
But I haven't seen the G-Tech Act. But you see, it used to be accreditation board. and as I say, G-Tech.
Yeah.
I don't know what is into the act.
So the National Council for Tertiary Education and the National Accreditation Board. So there are two separate boards.
I see.
Yeah.
Because I no they say you act now. I establish.
They have been merged
Uh-huh.
under the new Education Regulatory Bodies Act 2020 Act 1023. And they are former Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
So, and I believe Serbia first no like those two institutions mean this and I be a proactivity no afina aba. Because
the mandate was there.
Yeah.
But they were not proactive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, on the issue of the economy, any kind na me can say I want say prices back from passion almost reduce almost fair.
By how much?
By 10%.
Passion a local
ticket
airline.
for
Local airline. Someone will call Kumasi.
Yeah.
Because into sinin to wedding fufu aba.
Oh no, passion but ene nkrofo amu akoto LPG.
Next time abeku Kumasi me twa ticket ama na akọ.
Minfu.
Alaji.
Ade na mfu.
Scan woni mtu so abeti.
Me na me twa ma o.
Alaji.
Me twa ma o.
Na ekomo fi. Ghana.
Taka me first can ma mo.
Na minto.
Ne ko risk life for Kumasi kwa.
Onye risk bi ani ho. Na me na boy ho ban. Na one na say ya want to say India flight bi. Eshe.
Akɔhwe dan bi so.
Akɔhwe dan bi so. Nipa ba akɔpɛ na fi.
Nti just on to kwan.
Alaji ekɔ US abefa.
Next time over power they will
Alaji ekɔ US abefa.
Private
Alaji.
Befa by road.
Anabɛyira.
Hey.
Private.
Enye okuja to abra kwa de nu. Me
Alaji my go so. So the point as well is that ene kasa Alaji say enye ntos nkomo a me ndi wa ha hwe mahu video a obi so okoto LPG gas 7 kg cylinder no osi na ye 120 and 110 120 and now okoye no 84 cds positive.
Hey, sir.
Yes.
Let me confirm the anthem.
I see 84 cds. So I know say a positive. Apart from no so no near bebre even we a gallon of oil, cooking oil, and also my whole information be and now it's a form.
MPC.
So on the issue of your rating, Fitch rating about one thing say you are free, you are moving from RD to junk status to B minus. I don't know, very positive because Mikai say we were around B plus and B minus.
It could be plus about B minus.
We were hovering around that place and sana DDP no eba ya call landing on junk status. Ya brain who sa and in fact situation I almost say no. Fitch Eka say it's because of the confidence in the economy. And ama nyama we ama a status we say. So and for me it's really positive. Inti yes ana amanfo benye GDA e economy no because amanfo bebre wa manonia on ye ni GDA economy mu a omo first kan be shemu. Situations of Eurobond market who got here sika dia because they will know because they are questioning how are you going to pay our money back. And those are the limitations. But these positive signs, a yema economy, no. So people will have confidence at the omusikaba. Some who already have it, no benye GDSU and you can say ye sikabeko. So we will not have issues of capital flight and as a $6 no every economy no. So there will be confidence in the economy. The issue of price stability, macroeconomic stability, and in fact, Fitch for predicted say by the end of 2025, inflation will be about 15%. And also a year. As we speak today, inflation is around 18%. So and so looking at this, 18 almost predicted say about 15. No, I'm tempted to say me I have a belief say about lower than 15%. So we are on course. But yes, we most often have a belief say yen timamufo no yenya gidie wo your products na ye wo hana patronizer it will help us build your currency no much more than we are seeing ebema pressure na $1 na so no beba for much more than we are seeing. So we should be interested in patronizing made in Ghana goods. Preference for way imported, let's limit it. And that's why when I see the Minister of Agri Kumase, because poultry feed, some of us Obiabe establish a company manufacture poultry feed Kumase, huge facility alcohol. And Sanyamano say like most of them are also imported because we should be able to do them here. But as I said, I'm building capacity in and the bimu so muye. But microphone or raise poultry no, they don't patronize. But I think say ye be ye projects no. But yeah, so no, we need to encourage the local say moon to feed no every higher or be imported bar. We didn't know so any business, but let's patronize what is made here because that is the only way. About me creative jobs, so will only be exporting jobs. They call China, they call India, and so
one of the challenges omo poultry feed locally the raw material. Omo use soya beans, one major component. Now the challenge, is getting the soya beans. India phone be tono omoma good price. Inti farmers no a ton soya beans ni momo de call. Inti ye pebi dia poultry feed nya.
So it's an issue. Ebanisa and you can't blame farmers.
So no outdoor.
Yes. So nyama ways and I'm sure say Agric Minister will identify and also as an area we need to invest in. And in fact, soya bean nankasano enya India cra I hear is demand or China crap no enya sem
Indians and Chinese people are buying it.
So it's an avenue for us we need to invest in that area more. The President Mama I can say youth no one take advantage for agriculture no more venture in. I think this is the time. And Exim Bank all the banks, they must support with the government policy. Say, feed Ghana now, so that we can expand. Now, at least the issue of increasing poultry production also no bebwa because at the end of the day, nyama we na to be nya feed na. And we just say, so now and for me, I believe that this economy, never to me.
Okay.
Yes, I have a post of Jerry Rollins. Kase. Obi to me free baby. I build your mind now. My able to me. And so let's have confidence. Yes, so I have ideas. No, family support it. So that the end of the day, no, able to me your mind. No,
na Tree Crop Development Authority at the statement to be about Bontene.
Okay.
Tree Crop Development Authority was established under the TCDA Act 2019 Act 1010 as a body corporate mandated to regulate and develop the production, processing, and trading of tree crops, namely rubber, cashew, shea, mango, coconut, and oil palm. Almost the directive biaba say, ubia opese or importe oil palm, crude palm oil, crude palm olein, any palm olein which is refined vegetable oil. Effective 14th July 2025. Opeso import any of these products are Branebeje permit. Yeah.
Maybe I think palm oil count. Yeah. You see, I have a problem. Even though say palm oil there wahano, to me supply. No, and I maybe can API na supply demand no. Yeah.
And export to be so.
You cram more than we export.
Yeah. But but the situation is that because to me meet supply, and you know that, you see, it has a season. Uni palm fruit so now palm fruits no so was season like harvested.
When you say Malaysia for develop different varieties,
I agree with you.
Even harvest twice in a year.
I agree with you.
So
that is what we need to work on. Yeah. So that is what we have to work on. So to make it better. But I think that the way release now at the free tree crops development authority for no honorable Ukrainian crop for no ebeboa. You see, Nyama say no a Kenya and I say it pushes us to do much more than we are currently doing.
How so?
Udi directive we are Bontino. It is incumbent on you to even now begin to look out for
local production.
Exactly. And as to how to build their capacity to do much more than we are doing currently.
Kokumira said, let me go around the table. Alajim, I remember when I mean to you, Fitch ratings only matters arising.
I say, Mami, started from the maybe I will end the year.
Okay.
Tree crop
authority.
When
tell me,
there's a problem we have in Ghana,
which is
every the policy bar. Now ube inherit a government. You should give a recognition. Now we just tree crops. Under MPP nana adodan kwa no mu say. Baby ayenya yesika in terms of your friends. Kukupe. Cocoa no esa. And I develop tree crop authority. The cashew, share nut, mango, coconut, and oil palm. Ebayen, omu decentralize eco districts. Omu ma every district based on the soil near ebetimi ebenya good yield, and I say if we are for no ebetimi aye na way. And to some of us, you oil palm and coconut.
Okay.
And we went into it, seedling, three crops and omodima yanya farmers with collaboration with the agric, municipal or district agric.
That time now MC.
Na me MC. Okay. So mawom and they give priority to a mebun any emrantie. And omuye. And no nema mi who say every 1 acre a tiki oil palm.
But mo the policy we buy.
Yes, a policy.
Opeso import here brand beje permit.
No. And no me ban. Say beginning no. Say oil palm no enough. So you need to educate farmers no omupe. Now what you say there must be in future. Markets are waiting for you.
Okay.
So and to almost 30 years, as I'm speaking now, the first badger, me in my municipality, ombet me and first badge no be this year, which is around 5 years now. Okay. And here, almost no beginning no emebunu emfa wo mu nshimu because now me apply here, me che 120,000 seedlings.
Okay.
Emma farmers kwa buying kwa that's the friend say Emma any about 35 coconut. Coconut no kra na yenya bifi. Wo mu nya emfi ha they do import it from Cote d'Ivoire. And omudiaba. I'm telling you that time near what Western. I'm telling you Western region friends LM them no so. And about your friends and NTG akonya and no kubeno is only 35,000 now I'm looking for 200,000. Way na me meno na me per 300. I have 120. And I made your friends say I learned recently be about me predecessor yes or chair my friends say the issue about Malaysia I can opening the mindset and the because if you believe in Malaysia say omu Ghana jama yesi jama 100 and I say 1,000 yema wom seedlings omu de koya enne udi Malaysia kwala class 6 edi to ho na wodi Ghana obi a waye agronomy obi university na wodi no to ho na wo ma wom esi say omunchro about the benefit of palm oil. Malaysia there no obetro more than 70 varieties of project. Ghana no I try any 5.
The question is even not appropriate. It should rather be say Yema Malaysia ni akoda no ene Ghana ni akoda no enchire processor ye de palm oil. We are not even taught in our schools.
And I make I know one who said
granite paste ye any say enchire wo school.
Yes, and I make say and I made the man.
Yeah,
Missy Antina Mima Malaysia ni primary 6. Any year university will be away would you want to ho. So I'm going to the benefit of palm 3 back one. Malaysia ni aqualano or betro 70.
Ghana ni ne betro appetition.
No, the first but first year prior. First year prior first. Eh? You see, these are unless we get the mindset. Say you better adie ejina honu. Akwala no hwe.
They are diluting your curriculum over the years. Any life skills.
I always say I learned how to cook, I learned how to
yes.
mix mortar,
JSS2,
do carpentry from school.
Second term exams. Life skills, first question, how to prepare alata seminar.
Great.
Wow. And about 15 steps involved. Ya chere yen am ye de ensai ye. And because ye de ensai ye nti o try say be.
Enti wodi. Yeah.
We're doing basket.
Your friends say media menu say anka 3 crops.
In 2 years JSS no intiman to aso kra na you can develop from where you
anka 3 crops yes omunye first enye issuing of license. Said they should go back and see nya no ekosi sen ekosen before
how I get me
I improve
industrialize na yet me add value and sani ahwe.
Yes, say we say uko onipa kono emergency license
ntu ba be regulating
we are regulating no eyesika you and say nipa bebre entimi anko importo
as you meet demand.
Meet demand now.
But say we have figures. You in the national demand, in annual demand, and I in yetimi waha, and in quantum so here. Until you just have to look at the figures and know how many permits you want to grant.
I mean, but Ghanaian trader and a businessman. Or no, and found who say, yeah, who better project product na ye how. Say, Nibo, was slow, Togo. Say, Obe smuggler ako. When we say recently, Burkina started a block who said, one more Diani beans, a UO MPA mano. Yahochiri and intus. Because he feels that a yes, if fear and me, and son as a be export to ako. You see? Jemfa that policy no enye juma na you open market to bet me import to bet me friends.
When you open market, we a regulated market.
Massa.
It no so open so import here. Beje permit.
Now ube export unswe.
Exports for so obey o region.
No. Here no what are the friends? Ube import say ube kotoaba. Na ube kwa license. Meboa. Na say odi fi han conswe. To create artificial scarcity of issue, a business it bet me up.
This
is the fish, no media. What I'm seeing is the propaganda of it, no, is more way than your friends say the reality.
Fish for your propaganda.
No, me can the issue of propaganda. You can say, oh, and
who is doing the propaganda?
Within Ghanaians and those government in your friends say, account. Massa, and ya to force in here. Would you at to force in here to about okay, Ghana. Ye reti and up. The local person or what is a Kwabwanta. How can you know or Todokua a 5 cities? Nasa say or Todokunu 7 cities. Again, I would be catching so improve. There be no name. Adiano. Dollar cost and amebua. Dollar cost from and I see the above from.
CD akosro.
CD akosro. Oh, sorry. Dollar na abafom. Yes. But Ghana.
Oh, mama, the CD is appreciating the dollar.
The Ghana, you will.
Okay, say.
Nipa saying, and omu di dollar ye business compared to yenya ye di CD a year. And to media, I feel say before you bet me, your friends say yen got grounds. Na yen say ampa.
CD, yes. Fitch rating, no. Won't you say anything? What does it indicate? Because
just say your economy no improve a year and economy no year no. We the local people in Ghana, what are our benefits? Because you're benefiting and who say economy no
say any what the 10 cities $1 it used not to be so. That benefit is direct. Any fuel between 15 and 16 cities and then above from a big 11, a big 12. That's a direct benefit.
To me?
Yes, to you.
Me and me share a dono a benefit him. You don't dollar.
Me go for the abaha. You know to understand out here.
Say na issue.
Hasn't there be a big
how benefit? Many times na me bank cry?
No, anytime
compared to Dokuna me ba compared to Dokuna Medi. Any tosa yedi chi meko any friends. Why na tembia ehia let's think of the poor Ghanaians. We see the poor Ghanaians and Yaminqua, ye Ghana Timamfo. Ah, ye wohon, ye dream ye home first, say, and pass to Yampa near yen. A basro, see the basro would see the Bakobeko pet $10. Obi a while, Upa manu $100. Obeshan it say Okrama and Woody Super.
And then I will have a minority the castle.
No, any minority, maybe there's real situation on the ground.
Which is on mine one wire.
Yes, on mine wire.
Until when?
And I share no until time my young who said Bibia Estable who did 5 6.
I just says when I was on mine wire.
Say
and this by
media me there be say no na woman so more can say friends economy no akosoro pa kwaku
economy na improve
kesi
and I say would they improve anymore
improve yeah because me who the 20 cities edi bekodwa I bet me aduane amani pa 3 enso well and it's $1 a bafom na city pija me the city pija no say in reflecting at the local market.
Your point is that say most city nenya hoden.
Yes.
How much can a city buy?
That's it.
Inflation.
No, that's it.
What is the real value of your city?
Yes.
What is $2 ho dey buy but who kwa city now the rap Ghana dwumu a e dey na timi to.
Yes. Who call your friends and ebia who ko to cement e wa manomia. Ebia you take let's take it $5. We better 1 bag of cement. $5 no say Uba Ghana 50 cedis. Meboa. Now u better cedi no $1 no. But u better cement e wo ha. E cost be 100 cedis. Na just say dia na me fast one me say dollar cedi $3. You get my friends?
I get your drift.
Yes.
But another benefit to the ordinary Ghanaians who say, a country beer, we rely so much on imports. So say Sydney holding against the dollar. And near my edifiaman on Nebaha no more, a mudu duana and a survivor on nebo form.
And I may can say Matthias you, but what percentage of Ghanaians and a manoni and your motto? Uko kwa buanta. Me cross no
esam here for the
esam no na me see bread no reflecting say and the price no swati
and that's turn 15 20 a loaf
hwe ukokwa abuanta
you have a point
ukokwa abuanta tenteku dokrochua hono mo no wudi be kata me say ya di bibi di starfish and ya pe kakodi kobi ukodwemu akobi body say Sardine, anything up, about a 10 cities before. Say about 7 cities. Yeah, top. Anti 7 cities are because of a new import to dollar. See, they are $3. It doesn't reflect on me, my Kakoni Kobe.
because on toss sardine.
Me to yame.
And I won't yame.
Auntie me real economy no say and reflected to my local friends. So I was saying at the end of the Kokunu mo na omo wi sardine. Me say me nim say ne ya bie sardine. I'm not saying say me ukrasini, but it doesn't
Mami busa of this question. Say even say Anka Dr. Bamian na that's a president and na yenya sa indicators here. Obi busa sa question we.
Maybe what can say we see say eba say Dr. Bamian. Dr. Bamian ni mindset any na adua odi ba no. Enya medu ye. Say do a
no ka kire
na say ye hu ye so no
head of economic management
team so no or your head of economic management team being a vice president but
question me busa
nya we kan
say anka ono no ye president na say ekoto aba na anu ya and anka wini ye and ye hu such positive indicators anka sa question ya busa say emfaso be na wo nya na anka obebusa
maybe sapa because we meet form
yo mate
when am nim dollar kra Nicola yesen minim me hu be da
alaji ma me ko nim na me ko citizens so
under 1 second
okay
you see January 2025 we a 5 kg millicent rice na 125 cedis June 2025 95 cedis. Okay. Percentage change in reduction 24%.
We free Makola Jomo na say
Daniela Mavis Matthias only the market hono nti otadi some information about
update yeah. All right. Citizen Fitch if anko hefa.
I like to know some more thing. Me na ya been there. Sometimes, you know, what does the ordinary Ghanaian feel about these things? But like fuel prices will affect almost everything. Because me farmer will crash here, may transport me or the for car. Fanguna would do gumunu. Senebu kofoma or affect pricing. No book also affect price. In Embry, oyim the fuel price or kofo. You see, sometimes we need to be realistic. Bibi, I'm a mental market. But sabe, woke up for market or catch them there. You may be an ananobo or to them. See, Zabo food. Okay, so I don't know. And the unbefomino only because of our bank is because of their individuals who always want to take advantage of the system because I pay much today be more see I'm 20 pesos I was 1J. Into will run up prices.
And then the pure water cost 50 pesos.
You understand? People are running up prices. In the first and for Trotra 1 city 20 pesos in CC Oben 1 city 50 pesos.
In fact, the 10
not
pesos
because
pure water call 50 pesos. Because from 20 pesos, almost the call I was saying 40 pesos. But only 50 pesos are 10 pesos they have to push it to 50 pesos.
Yeah, so we keep running up things.
But that brings me to a large issue about the real value of the cedi. So if your lowest currency or denomination can't buy anything in your country, there is a big question mark about the value of your currency.
Exactly. No, but
10 pesos in Tohe, in fact 20 pesos crown Tohe. This is what the Bibia can want.
But yes, 5 pence bad net bottle.
I'm not sure.
5 pence, if you go to UK and you give 5 pence, what are you buying with 5 pence or 10 pence?
But the beggar will pick it up, or the big can will bet me the
same way with 10 pesos.
20 pesos
now 20 pesos in the 4 can obey 1 cedi.
You know, there is this practical thing, mate to be, is it mate? Passenger also. Tina Kanimu and say the 20 pesos store from. And I made in the car say, Eja, 20 pesos also. We be a one for BT so.
That is why some economists are trying to do cashless economy. Because if you are having a cashless economy, some of these things, you can't say the means until me rounding up. You understand? If I'm paying with card, I won't say the means because you see normally some of the things you see 7.99. You understand? And you will be able to pay it. But EpaHa 7.99, it is always 8. Because you use the cash. Open cash don't yes. So there are structural things we need to do in our economy. But we should not belittle. And you see, Mama, when it suits us, and you ask a very brilliant question. You know, when it suits us, we have a way we want to justify it. Dr. Bamia was the first person who spoke so much about rating agencies in this country. Fitch is a rating agency. So in terms of your credit score, the ABR, Ejibosia, equal the bond marketer, your ability to be able to pay for it. You understand?
Yeah.
And Ghana, you could do ID, restricted default. There, you cool, or man, you junk. I mean,
we credit worthy.
You declare that you declare bankruptcy. We are doing debt restructuring.
Yeah.
It's what I want for when and when you live there to B, is it B minus or B?
B minus.
B minus. What it now means is that you are meeting your financial obligations.
Yeah. It's ultimate your worker.
You understand? Even though there was a risk there, able to make defaults, at least what they see now is that Charlie, there is integrity.
You beat imagine.
Yes. And for me, as Ghanaians, this is not the time, man. Sometimes you see, I only hit a government that does not listen. When a government is listening, some of these conversations, we all need to hold it, support government, because that rating agencies affect Ghana or affect party.
Yeah.
Because China, I mean, NDC inherited a junk economy. You know one day. There. You inherit an economy. Yes, an economy where you can't even go into the bond market, where there's nothing you can do and those things. Who would want that? When I'm move to an economy that you could go to market and people will even call you the Beji.
You had your bonds oversubscribed.
People would you know. So is that what was bequeathed to you? You understand? You got so much money because the Ghana was paying its debt. Into Bia was willing to call Ghana Mumbrambeje. Munya Kobon market, you are oversubscribing. So I think it's something that is worthy of celebration.
Okay.
The most important thing is, like you said, how do we sustain it and even improve on it? Because it is critical as a country. Because what do baby now? President Anadu was hitting these credit agencies.
Yeah.
The credit agencies that you were using them as trapper in opposition. And he was touring all over the world speaking against the credit agencies. There, why a Canana? What can I say? Hey! You see, anyway, you see, for me, this economy we need to do something different. Because apart from all the gains that we are having, who can be eat Ghana, wear Ghana, sleep Ghana, everything Ghana.
Drink Ghana, chop Ghana.
It is something that you're there locally. We are always destroying our local businesses.
Yeah.
Everything local, we are destroying one. Inti, ma. Even the local businessman, you politicize one so. Now once we went there, but it's only with politics they can succeed. So now every businessman is going into politics.
Danger.
And for me, that will be the end of us. Because if our businessmen decide that they will be distracted with politics, how do they then concentrate on doing business and being innovative? Internet, we're complaining about our school system. Our school system never thinks of being innovative. It's looking for loopholes to corrupt the system. Innovative.
Innovation.
That was this. Able to me punch holes.
We are innovatively corrupt.
May you take advantage of the
financial
system.
Engineering. Obey engineer
That is all that we seem to concentrate on.
People.
You understand? I mean, before there, our local businesses and the businessmen who are doing a lot, businesswomen who are doing a lot, let's find a way to support them. And government should show real commitment in dealing with them. Because we will demonize all of them.
When they have the opportunity of government jobs, because under Jida we saw some fledgling Ghanaian companies. The state gave them the opportunity to rise. Omone state actors kanana. Di padudu ayen trainee yesi a trainee
because my year mean your contract. Bibi, you see, it's not their problem.
No,
but Bibi, may a businessman. You see, that is the patriotism that we need to do. I like to tell you, I'm a businessman. The three of us, we are businessmen. There is a contract we all need to bid for. I'm in my day. Me submit it, it will cost 20 million. French Alaji Abba Oho no you Abba there. But no cost 30 million. And I mean so much no cost 20 million. But we interest him more. We interest a form of number fan to do. Now I'm an interest more that to do. Now also I can apart from the interest now other to the mama I didn't balloon do. Into be an interest all interest in quite 30. Into you are even looking for more than how much it will cost us to do the job. And it will inflate it too much. Into apart from the 20 no crown, a percentage will need 20 He means he will not be able to deliver the job. So by all means, because he won the contract, he would also have to compromise because 1 year he will go for years with nothing. It's corrupt the businessmen.
I'm talking about people who don't do the job at all, but they get paid.
No, but
citizen.
Bibi.
Now what conscience? Now your businessman.
Those people, they are businesses that don't exist. Bibi, let's.
No, they exist. You be crying on and saying, I mean, be crying and saying, I cry. Contrast.
Businesses that were doing well. What you do, they are doing well on their own. Now when you have government contracts, why yet?
How?
No, Bibi.
What's it how?
Bibi.
What they ain't trouble who did report to be?
Or your business or what they do? Or your name Juma.
Bimbo Zoom line audio.
Mimi, besides a matisse, you are terminating the contract.
I said, a contract in a baby, no so moon renew.
Renew. But then you say, one more pound.
Debbie.
Because, yeah,
I don't know, say, Omu be bid need be more best uncle baby.
Yes, the reason
at the district level.
Because, Utie General Air Canwa, do the beer, we Ghanaians. Businessmen, ye kill but what can say a term of contract expire very okay and your mean country.
Me time so ye fancy hana ye may muso up next news no alaje come on out there.
Oh bibi ni awuka no won say ya ma Savelugu to Wale road contract. $30 million. Contract wanye hwe enso ya tuan sika no agreement no portion of the agreements were ha ayama contract no conditions one of the conditions say either say wanye juma no onu anka say yama no discretion no wayo want onu anka say otumi so aban antuana on terminating contracts.
How?
You see, I know that many persons.
Which politician has contract?
Yes,
which company?
Yes,
exactly.
And also, my press conference. For one cockot, better,
Exim Bank and Kofu kwa G loan so mukwe 1D 1 year for 1 year. We discuss.
I'm from cockot.
Bibi, your permission la. Also, in the event that the bank suspend the loan or credit from which part or whole of the payment to the contractor are being made. If the contractor has not received the sum due to him upon expiration of 14 days referred to in SAP clause 14.7, that is payment, for payments under interim payment certificates, the contractor may, without prejudice to the contractor's entitlement to financing charges under subsection subclause 14.8, that is delay payment.
10 minutes there.
Take one of the following actions. 1, suspend work or reduce the rate of work. 2, terminate his employment under the contract by giving notice to the employer with a copy to the engineer. Such termination to take effect 14 days after such
agreement we contract.
Exactly. Yes.
Inti say we hena mintua ka opa adwuma no te so opa menye opa memma opa so a
say no wonyi sika inti woye wonyi sika inti but you see there is something critical, Alaji. You are talking about the exchange rate. First, a land that was being sold for $25,000, you are going to pay 400,000 Ghana cedis. That same land now is costing $25,000. In there, it's going to cost 250,000.
His name is Citizen Atodazi, or General Secretary GCPP Amanyo Kwalaji Bodinga, a former MC, Ebuakwa North Municipality, and member of the MPP Communications team. Koku Mauli Nanegbe, a member of the NDC Communications team, and my name is Bismark Brown. Ubitimi Afremi BB. Madam, a production team as Renaud Yawajiman Jimaima. Joyce, and of course, Mrs. Abigail Fiancon. Up next, a happy Kasiabo and you ready, no?